Hey everybody, welcome and what is up? Apologies for this not being a live collective reading. I am nursing Mama T back to health, but she is doing very well, and thank you so much for all of your prayers. Every single one of you guys are a blessing to my life personally, and it means the world to me that you're all here. So I had a minute and I want to do a collective reading, all right? Of whatever comes out for all signs, all right? Calling all signs, calling all signs. Okay, hi, what up? If you're new here, welcome. I'm Archer, welcome. And please subscribe, be a part of the family. Hold on, Buddha Squirrel dropped his coffee. We'll put it down here because he never drops the nut. I don't know, he's my little four pentacle squirrel. He's cool. He got a hat. But if you're new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing, being part of the family. I do live all signs on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern, as well as live individual collective readings. Sometimes they're pre-recorded, but one way or another, I'm Archer, and like the U.S. Postal Service, I will get the message to you. So let's tap in, tune in, and let's see what we got going on, shall we? We're going to start at the beginning, much like Genesis, with the biblical tarot. All right, I'm very proud to be the tarot channel on YouTube, following my Acts 24:20 mission to bring tarot back into the good and to tie it back into the Bible, just like my mother taught me and her mother taught her, and it worked out pretty well for all of them. All right, so let's tap in and tune in and see what's going on. All right, God, give me a collective message for everybody that finds this reading. Whenever they find this reading, tell my family what they need to hear. All right, let's see what we've got. Give me 2 shuffles for the collective. All right, let's do it. Let's go fam jam. Here we go. The King of Wands, King David. The 7 of Swords, Jacob the Deceiver. The 6 of Swords, I like the 6 of Swords. That means seeing things from a different perspective. To come through the 5 of Swords, 5 stages of grief and judgment being cast. With the 5 of Wands, you're in training, fam. We're in training. The 5 of Wands is training for the 6 of Wands success that is incoming. And on the 7 of Swords to the King of Wands, Sagittarius and Aquarius energy with the Scorpio Aries energy off this judgment card, it's telling me that we're going to be talking about the energetical vampires in the world. The 7 of Cups, Satan testing Jesus in the desert. This is when they were walking through the desert and Jesus was really hot. And Toby's like, hey, G, look over there. I bet you there's a Hilton over there. Now I got reward points. And Jesus is like, the Hilton won't be invented for another 2,000 years. Stop it, Toby. And then Toby's like, okay, but there could be a Dr. Pepper vending machine over there. And Jesus is like, Dr. Pepper's not a thing yet, Toby. Stop it. Stop it. So let's discuss, shall we? Some of you guys have been working very hard to clear generational debt and years and ages of childhood neglect, okay? The 6 of Cups talks about Jesus with the children. And when people neglect children, that's one of the few times that Jesus showed his temper. Jesus has been known to tip a table in a temple from a time or two, all right? So with the Lover's card on the 2 of Cups, Cancer, Gemini energy tells me it's time to get a message across to you. Let's talk about the energetical vampires in your life. 2 shuffles. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's, I love it. Let's love this deck for the family's energy check. Here we go. Look who's back. The 7 of Cups. Toby tempting Jesus again. I think they got a sauna and a pool over there, and Jesus is like, stop it, Toby. This is the energy that's going to help us beat the devil. In these times on this planet, this is needed. Let's dig in. Give me 7 cards. The 10 of Swords. Samson losing his strength. That wasn't Samson's most favorite haircut. On the Knight of Wands into the Ace of Cups. We're going to be talking about clearing out an energetical space to make room for the Ace of Cups with new love. I'm going to give you guys the overhead view. Hold on just a sec. Let's pop this thing on here. All right. Not that big. Hold it. Let's do this. Yeah, look, that's cute. It's better. Okay, let's put it up there. Perfect. A little bigger. Just a little bigger. Really? Really? Keep that up. I'm going to turn you into a black and white TV set. Or a 2-inch Casio TV set. Remember those little TVs with the antennas stuck out of them? That's what I'm going to turn this thing into. Anyhow, something about the wishing well resonates. Some of you guys will be noticing a wishing well in somebody's front yard during your travels or driving to work, decorative. But with the Knight of Wands, Joshua, the leader of faith, shows that 10 of Swords, we can come through this time and this era in our life. The world is in a major shift and a major transformation. It's a decade generational change. That with the Knight of Swords and Paul the Apostle showing up, everything that's going on right now is going according to God's plans, okay? Jeremiah 29:11, he knows the plans that he makes for you. and the plans to help you from prospering, protection, and keep you safe. The Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, into the Eight of Wands. The wishes for forward movement to break an old cycle of energetical vampires in the Five of Pentacles that have, after they've used you up, they are just walk away. That's the end of the era. What the narcissists of the world will find out now going forward is that their bit is a little overplayed and outdated. That we're entering into a time of goodness, all right? So the entitlement, the egos, the narcissism, all of that is getting ready to come to an abrupt end with Joshua, the leader of faith. Leo energy coming in right in the gate, all right? Some of you guys have strong Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Aries, and Aquarius, and Sagittarius in your chart, okay? All right. Some of you guys will be born on the 10th, the 12th, the 1st, the 21st, the 9th, the 19th, the 8th, the 7th, possibly, or the 1st. The Ten of Swords. Samson losing his strength after that bad haircut day, right? Somebody's got a hair appointment. Or have you changed your hair color recently? Have you ever just woke up and you're already tired, Ten of Swords, right? Like before you even hit the floor, your soul's already clocked out. Just, oh, I'm done, I can't take no more. You're drained, you're tired, Ten of Swords. Like somebody's been slowly siphoning your life force right through like a tiny invisible straw for years, right? The Knight of Swords into the Five of Pentacles. This one here is that you've gotten to a point with that Five of Pentacles that you almost just accept it or expect it to happen. You've got the body of a functioning adult, right? But the thing is, it's like you're running with the battery life of a 2012 iPhone, right? Lithium-ion batteries might resonate to y'all. Or somebody's trying to get through TSA. Put the stuff in the carry-on. It goes way easier. Or just do the pre-check like I do. It's worth it. Anyways, who's making plans to travel? The thing here is that, this is the messed up part that no one really talks about though, is that no one ever stops and just goes, hey, maybe the fact that we all feel dead inside by noon is like a little bit of a problem. No, we just slap coffee on it, scroll past it, maybe throw a little inspirational quote at it, Nine of Cups, the Eight of Wands. You got this, you're doing it, you can do it, you know? Really, it doesn't help when you're in the heat of the fire though, right? It's like throwing a little Band-Aid on it, another shot of espresso to get through the day and just keep going. But you're not totally at the burnt out point yet because you're only at an Eight of Wands. You're not 10 of Wands, full burnout with Jeremiah's burdens. This here is just Philip hanging out with the Ethiopian going for a ride in their chariots, right? Cancer and Sagittarius energy. The name Philip might even resonate to you. But you're just burnt out because you've been on fire for years, trying to light everyone else's candles, Eight of Wands. Well, yours melted into a puddle somewhere back in around 2019 to 2021. April of 2021 might resonate for some of you guys, as well as September of 2019. All right, could be a life path number 9, Virgo possibly. Also life path number 8, 1, and 33. Yeah, King of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Give me more on this top row. Because this isn't just being busy, it's like soul level exhaustion, you know what I mean? I got chills, y'all. There's Toby showing up in the Pearson, Capricorn energy, right? And look at the binding ties that Toby's got going on right now. The thing on this is that it's that soul exhaustion of like, it's like brushing your teeth while you're scrolling on TikTok because silence is like terrifying now, right? The feeling of nothing during those moments that should be like filled up with thought winds up being filled with nothing other than doom scrolling until 3 a.m. while you're playing Caitlin Petty staring at the ceiling on repeat, right? But it's like, who's got energy for this? Because it's like with this devil card, you're just blank. It's like an energetical purgatory. And because your brain is so terrified of the stillness and the silence, because almost like stillness feels like a little bit of a confrontation, devil energy, right? Who has energy for that going on anyways? You just keep answering like Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups. Oh, I'm good, I'm fine. Thanks for asking, no problemas, we're good here. And it's at the point that every time someone asks, even if you're not, you just keep giving the standard default answer, especially when you're not, right? Trying to put on a brave face, Cancer, Pisces energy, and search and have hope and faith that there's still love in this world. Even though it seems like about 99% of the world is no longer interested in real love, traditional relationships, but more about what's in it for them, situational awareness, self-centeredness, all right? Like the great philosopher Mitch Albom said, common sense has become all too uncommon in today's world. With the Ace of Wands, many of you guys got into relationships that were solely based on Ace of Wands energies, right? And there was never any real love there. Been cheated on. The minute the person gets bored, they go find the next thing to hop on or hop into, right? No, it's like the town bike. Everybody had a ride. Hanged Man into the Death card is the transformation that in the silence, when you're by yourself in the Four of Swords, up all night scrolling your phone and looking into notification after notifications, you try to Four of Swords, avoid admitting to the fact of how like numb or angry or tired you feel. And it's gotten to a point that if you admit it to anybody or anyone, it could wind up unraveling everything. You know what I mean? Aries energy, Pisces and Scorpios here. Virgo, Libra, Cancer, and even Taurus so far. Some of you guys are born on the 13th or the 31st. It's like you've been really trying with this Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy, to hold your world together with scotch tape and baling wires that's disguised as delayed emotions, right? And the last thing you need is someone tugging on that last little energetical thread. You call it adulting. I kind of call it self-abandonment in a pantsuit, right? Who's wearing a pantsuit right now? That's cool. I dig GQ style. Go for it. Some of you guys might even be into modeling or a brand ambassador, social media, fashion influencer. And no one ever teaches you how to fix it, right? Some of you guys could actually be widowed. And even as this has been for years, some of you guys still go and visit the grave. And it's where the memories lie, you know? And maybe people in the world today, you know, teach you how to be productive, Five of Pentacles, turn your free time into a side hustle. Don't rest, optimize, prioritize, and organize. So many beautifully overused hyperboles that have been spread around through the world with the Nine of Wands. Satan testing Job. Some of you guys have recently lost your job or were just forced to a stress point that you had to quit. And God lets you do that in order to protect you and to protect your energies from the energetical vampires you were dealing with. All right? Here, I'm going to give you more table view too. Sagittarius and Cancer energy is extremely heavy-duty strong right now, but Leo's hanging out too. Four of Cups with the Five of Cups. Look at the depression. Some of you guys actually do suffer from depression. Some of you guys might even be working with the High Priestess on the Four of Wands to heal from your twin flame journey. Some of you have even lost your twin flame due to an unforeseen accident. I'm pulling the energies that there's somebody here that there was somebody you haven't talked to in a very long time. Could be an ex, somebody you blocked, somebody you cut out. And it's like High Priestess. You went online and you started Googling or searching to see about maybe reaching out or what they've been up to, only to find out they've already passed away and transitioned over. And it leaves you in a Five of Pentacles stuck point. Five of Cups into the Four of Cups. The only time you breathe deeply now is when your phone dies and you're forced to look out the window like it's 2003 again, right? Some of you guys have succumbed to the 2008 housing bubble and have never really gotten yourselves back into a foothold in that long of a time. Your work's not going well. You wind up isolated on your own. And it's the hard truth. Some of you actually, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio energy, some of you aren't depressed. You're overstimulated. You know, your nervous system is fried because your energy isn't gone. It's just being robbed constantly. Five of Cups by your Four of Cups notifications, by the fake urgency of everything, and getting to that point that the people just drain the life force right out of you. Cancer, Scorpio vibes. Sagittarius and Pisces are here. Leo and Aries as well. The Four of Wands, though, your rewards, the rebuilding, the bringing the ark to Jerusalem, the rewards coming in, okay? That little voice in your head whispering to you, you should be doing more. You should be taking more attacks, more actions. You're not as good as this person. You're not better than this one. People always leave you. There's a million other people they could talk to and interact with. Why would they want to choose you? But behind all of that little bit of sarcasms, the little jokes you make about it, I'm seeing that meme of the dog sitting in the kitchen, right? And the whole kitchen's on fire and the dog's like, I'm fine, right? You try to cover it up, keep the brave face like you were taught, you know? Some of you guys were told that children should be seen and not heard. And children are the most beautiful source of inspiration because they're not destroyed by the world yet and jaded by what the world's going to do to them. And you might make your jokes. You just try to laugh through it and tough it out, right? Not let your insecurities show. But you can't remember the last time that you truly felt like rested, high priestess, recharged, and inspired to genuinely get excited, Ace of Wands, about anything. Aries energy. It's kind of like you'll look in the mirror and not recognize the version of you who stopped dreaming, stopped feeling, stopped showing up. Moses confronting the burning bush, right? There's still a spark. That original you, it's still in there. The you that was that young, innocent child before the world jaded you and destroyed you, right? Some of you guys could be born on the 4th or the 14th. The 28th is here. The 2nd, the 27th, the 7th, the 19th, the 21st is here, as well as the 23rd and the 11th. But I do see here, with this magician card, Moses parting the Red Seas. Hold it. No. Yeah, Chariot. Okay, Cancer Virgo energy on this one. Oh my word, with the 6 of Wands. Whoa, right into the Empress. Leo, Cancer energy just dominated. I like it. All right. I'm not here to sell you a new morning routine. I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel. I did ask God for Christmas to grant me 100,000 subscribers so that we can get a 100,000 subscriber plaque. Because it's not my plaque, it's for the channel. All right, so if you wouldn't mind subscribing and please hyping the video, I would love you for it. I'll love you anyways. I'm a Cancer sun, it's what I do. My Sagittarius placements are pretty dominant right now though, so it's cool. So let's get deeper into the 9th house, shall we? Because I don't want to sell you a magic routine or a morning journal. You want to know what Archer's 5 a.m. wake up? Here's my 5 a.m. wake up routine. Don't talk to Archer until he has his coffee, right? I'm not trying to bring you in for any of that. I'm here to tell you that no meditation apps, no rainforest sounds. Although somebody here does have a sound machine. I have one. I like it. But the thing is, your numbness is not failure. Jupiter and Leo energy on the Chariot. You're heading right towards your victory. This is Caitlin Petty getting a black tie event fair limousine with a police escort to take her down Broadway to the country music fair. You know what I mean? It's at a point where, with the 6 of Wands, your numbness isn't failure. You know what I mean? You're burnt out. It's not your identity. It's a warning sign of danger, Will Robinson. It's a blinking red light on the dashboard of your life. Some of you guys have your teapot light on. That's actually the check oil light. Okay, so somebody's really overdue for an oil change. Okay, the thing that this is with the Magician card, though, it's if you ignore that blinking red light on the dashboard of your life long enough, your body will eventually make you stop. Some of you guys, God will step in to protect you, get you tired, make you fall asleep. Some of you guys have been having fainting spells, even possibly, sugar issues or otherwise. So actually, before we go any further, Virgo energy with the 10 of Wands. There's the burnout, Jeremiah's burdens. Let's actually take a moment and just stop and breathe, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign energy. But actually breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Not the quick, shallow breaths that you have to do just because you're having to keep up with the world and the pace of every day-to-day life, right? But to take that time, feel that tiny flicker of awareness. That's the vision of you still in there. That young you before the childhood neglect, before the high school bullies, before the women and the men that used you, cheated on you, neglected you. You're still in there. That young, innocent you, it's still there, okay? It's still alive. It's still fighting. We're not going to lose this vibration. We're not going to lose this version of you. Not today. Not on my watch. You're my family. I am very blessed to be an only child with almost 100,000 siblings, and every one of you guys mean the world to me. Let's talk about who's been stealing your energy as if it was an open bar, all right? You ready? I want the shadow deck. Let's go. We're going straight up biblical on this thing. All right, let's see what we got. Thank you. Ace of Cups, nice. Cancer. Two of Swords is Libra. Two of Cups, Cancer. Something about number 122. Angel number 122 or 221. Those might resonate to you. Could be part of a phone number, an address, might even be part of your odometer right now in your chariot. Now, there's 5 main energy thieves in your life. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. And the worst part is you're not just letting them in. It's kind of like you're handing them over the keys and the title and the paperwork, making them tea, asking if they need extra pillows. Let's start with the first one, Ace of Cups. All right? Give me a couple cards on this Ace of Cups, please, and thank you. Ace of Swords, 9 of Cups into the Magician with the 9 of Wands. Oh, some of you guys could be a life path number 9 or a Virgo, Sagittarius, or born on the 9th or the 6th or the 19th. But yeah, let's start with the people-pleasing one. This one's going to get juicy, but I kind of feel like the juice is totally worth the squeeze. Pisces energy. The thing on this is that you know how when you really just want to say, oh, hell no, right? You'd go to brunches you hate, reply to text messages that you resent, smile through favors that you don't really want to do, and sacrifice your inner peace, 9 of Cups, in order to keep someone else comfortable. Sacrificing your 9 of Cups happiness and comfortability in order for someone else to benefit and reap the rewards off of it, right? You know, the thing on this is, let me tell you something, all right? Sacrifice your peace to keep someone else comfortable. That's not kindness. That's a tiny little piece of your energy packs its bags, and walks out. And the messed up part is that half of the people you're bending over backwards for, they wouldn't even throw you a life preserver if you were on the Titanic. You know, some of you guys actually do have past life regressions and remember being on the Titanic. Never understood it. I always wanted to be on the Olympic, right? But then you keep thinking that everyone else, like, once they're happy, maybe they'll let you rest. And I mean, people try to help you and take care of you, but it gets to be a lot to deal with. It's just like, it's a ton. And the messed up part is that half the people, you think keeping everyone else happy would finally allow you to get a chance and a turn to rest. But all it does is drain your battery faster. Some of you guys aren't eating properly, might even be having sleep apnea issues, stuff like that. You know, you forget to eat all day and then you wind up pigging out at like 10 o'clock at night and then not sleeping right. But all it's doing is draining you because people don't have situational awareness. You're just far more awoke than the other people. The 99% of the world, the Wheel of Fortune, they choose simply not to care. And those people being around you is what jaded you and what puts you into a place of no trusting, manipulation. It's a little bit of the thing that you're doing things, but you're not moving forward. Yeah. Meanwhile, back at the Titanic, it's like you're so busy organizing the deck chairs on the Titanic that you keep forgetting that the front half of the ship is already underwater, right? And, well, you're trying to clear your inbox, then avoid your dreams, and then you wind up like reversing your actions towards the thing that actually mattered to you. Wheel of Fortune. Exercising your own free will on this because productivity feels safer than purpose, right? It's like if you look busy, you don't have to feel lost. Wheel of Fortune, all right? 9 of Pentacles into Temperance. Hello, Sagittarius. What you up to? Mary and Martha, those names might resonate to you. The thing on this is, you don't have to face the fact that maybe, just maybe, you're terrified of starting. So you stay stuck in the illusion of motion. 8 of Wands, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So burning your energy out in order to avoid real work, right? It's the constant comparisons, constant consumptions. This one here, this is the soul killer energy dressed up as motivation. And it's tiring you out. You're tired. I want to spinny hug you. Some of you guys haven't had a real, true, loving hug in forever because you've always gotten involved with those people that have just simply used you for your love, your affection, leaving you feel like you're just the relocation specialist in relationship vibes. 9 of Wands to the Lovers. Satan testing Job, along with the Strength card that comes in. Leo energy. Daniel in the lion's den. The lost in translation energies get to be a lot. And like, you open up Instagram and then suddenly your life feels like a low budget trailer for like someone else's blockbuster movie, right? That girl from high school that's now traveling the world, the guy that the guy you dated, all right? Now they own a gym and they have abs that look like they're photoshopped, because they are. And you're comparing yourself to like, what happened? What went wrong? Strength card, where's the catch, right? You're sitting at home eating cold leftovers in your pajama pants, wondering where you went wrong. The thing is that you're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. For social media, they're only going to post the best 5 seconds of their life after it's been filtered, edited, and cropped. You didn't see what they went through to get to it, right? They didn't just post the panic attacks, the doubt, the debt, the crying on their bathroom floor at nights, crying themselves to sleep. They don't post all that stuff, but yet still you wind up measuring your worth against their filter, right? You let their perfectly curated lives drain your real one. You're one of the real ones. You here watching this. That's why God led this message into your algorithm, right? Because comparison is the thief of all joy. Lover's card on the strength card. No one ever tells you that it also robs your energy, because every single time you scroll, a little part of you silently shrinks inside. A part of you stops showing up, gives up. You'll never be good enough or pretty enough. Megan Maroney's song, I'm Not Pretty. Girl, let me guess you don't. Oh, I'm working on doing the boy version of that. Boy, let me guess you don't like how I dress, and you're hating on the way I talk. Bless your heart. Give me a break, change the oil, fix the brakes, take a walk, and while you're at it, get lost. That's my bass. There's many like it, but that one's mine. Anyways, okay, meanwhile, back at the ranch, you're at a point that you ever walk around with this heavy invisible weight? How many days in a row? Some of you have walked with this unspoken resentment, invisible weight for a very long time. It's resentment that you never said out loud, that you let people cross your boundaries. And you say, it's fine, I'm fine, nothing hurts me, I can take it, when you're definitely not fine. And people in today's world don't ever take the time to actually ask if you really are. It's not tiredness. You keeping the peace, very noble, very demure, right? Daniel in the Lion's Den, the name Daniel might even resonate to you. The thing is that you let people cross your boundaries so much, and you are a very, very amazing person. Could be talking to a Leo right here, Gemini as well. And you know what? You think that keeping that peace is noble, like I was saying, but bottling up the anger, it just turns you into a walking pressure cooker, feeling like Daniel in the Lion's Den. And it actually gets you kind of the point that you keep swallowing your truth so often that you're kind of emotionally constipated. Right? So the thing on this is that you think that it's kind of like you're becoming a walking pressure cooker or a crock pot with a smile. Somebody here makes homemade jams, like strawberry jam and stuff. Some of you guys have been noticing the smells of colognes and perfumes, but every unspoken truth leaks energy, okay? It festers, it loops in your head like a tape loop, and it keeps you up at 2 a.m. And that's cool because you're playing Stare at the Ceiling on repeat. Caitlin appreciates it. It's a good song, really good song. But it gets you to the point that you shouldn't have spoken up, or you should have spoken up, and you didn't. Keep replaying that moment that you feel like you failed something. You're not tired because life is hard. You're tired because you're carrying around 47 unsent text messages in your soul. You're tired because the 5 clutters come in and it's just a mess and it keeps draining you. It's like it's not even that so much. It's not just the pile of laundry that's not done. It's now just a bunch of a mess in the corner. It's now the new piece of furniture, or packing, or moving, relocating. Some of you guys, it's not just even the 37 open tabs that's in the browser that is your mind. Okay, King of Swords, Gemini energy. It's even beyond that. It's not even the 12,000 unread emails that you pretend don't exist, but it haunts you at night. notifications in your phone that lead to mental clutter, and the unmade decisions, the half-started projects, the constant noises in your space and in your mind. All the clutter whispers you're behind. Clutter reminds you of like everything that you haven't done and keeps you in distractions and distracts your brain to the point that you just shut down and you just wind up Netflix and chilling, or bury the feelings into smoking or drinking or spending, whatever vice you might choose. And you just kind of sit there half watching, half scrolling, but totally exhausted with the shadow card. This is part of the shadow work that you've been doing. And this is the wild card in the biblical shadow deck. Genesis 32:22 might even resonate to you. It might be worth a look. And I could recite it to you, but I think it's better if you open the Bible. It's cool. You won't be disappointed. It's a good read, okay? The Knight of Wands. The thing on this is the chaos, even silent chaos. Joshua, the leader of faith, it's loud, right? I'm not here to judge you. This is a total judgment-free zone. All right? I got plenty of stuff in my life that I wouldn't want people to judge me for from my past, right? I'm sure there's people out there that have made me the villains in their stories. I'm sure there's people out there that downright hate me with a passion. All right? Everybody's entitled to their own free wills and their decisions, which is more of a basis of how they perceived their interactions with me than what I do, you know? The thing on this is, I've been you, drowning in commitments I never really wanted, running on fumes while pretending I'm fine. Yeah, it is kind of a fun thing. Anybody that actually has blocked me who thinks they got the upper hand on me, I actually set the whole thing up to get them to block me. When I was a car sales manager, my motto was always don't fire them, make them quit. If they block me, I don't have anything to worry about. Right? Sometimes it gets excruciatingly hardcore, but it works. So, why does joy always feel like a memory instead of a feeling, though? The Fool card. Aries energy comes in this one. These aren't just small weeks. These are big, long weeks here. You're down to a point that drowning in commitments that you never wanted to deal with, and the fumes, living on fumes while pretending you're fine, having that extra shot of espresso to get through the day, and losing pieces of yourself to things that you thought are just the way it is. I'm definitely talking to somebody who more than one time a day says, it is what it is. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be. And you're changing because you're almost done with this shadow work, okay? Basically, God's grading the test. Some of you guys have memories of doing those Scantron tests back in school where you had to color in the little bubbles. Your test is being graded by the universe and you're gonna pass. I mean, I gave you the cheat sheet, right? I was good for that. I made good money in school. Anyways, I've always had an entrepreneur mindset. If I could use my brain and make a couple bucks, you know what? A lot of people passed. We had a good graduating class when I graduated. I did really good. I graduated like 727 different times. But not gym class. I sucked at gym class. I don't care. Age of the geek, baby. You know what I mean? The thing is, here's the truth. Here's the truth. The Fool card. Just made me think, I used to have a boss, a leasing manager that was an April 1st Aries Fool. She was awesome. Oh my gosh, I miss that girl. She was awesome to work with. Dude, that was a cool memory unlocked. Thanks, Aries. Anyways, the thing is, these aren't even small leaks. You know what I mean? These are like full-blown holes in your soul's gas tank. You know what I mean? Let's go back to the biblical tarot to wrap into this one here. Because you've been driving with all those warning lights on the dashboard that is yourself, your brain's dashboard, blinking just for years, being like, well, maybe I'll just put a piece of electrical tape on it, or I'll take the light bulb out of the dashboard. That fixes it, right? Without actually testing the problem. Some of you guys completely had to lose yourself in order to reinvent yourself. You moved, you relocated, you're in an unknown area that is totally not where you wanted to be. You had these beautiful visions of grandeur, and somehow you're stuck in a little podunk town, right? When you want to be up there in lights, you know? Always wondering, why do I feel so heavy? God's promise to Abraham. Somebody here still has a promise ring. Why am I always tired, even when I sleep? Why does joy feel like a memory instead of a feeling? It's not you. Virgo, Scorpio energy, it's not you. The thing on this is, It's what you have been carrying. It's what you've been tolerating, right? It's what you have been and who you have been letting steal your spark. Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And that's not fine because you've tolerated it. And it's what you've been allowing to happen. But with that shadow work, it doesn't have to stay that way. It does not have to stay that way, right? You have free will too. You're allowed to stand up for yourself. The next chapter that we're going into for you with these major planetary shifts that happen during Virgo season, the thing about it is that it's like ripping the label of laziness right off and talking about what's actually going on, because you're not lazy, you're not leaking, you're not broken, no matter what your exes said to you, and no matter how many of your exes looked at you and said you were the problem and like projected everything out onto you. It wasn't you, it was them projecting their insecurities because you're willing to do your shadow work. 98% of the world is not, and it's what's taking you into your Ten of Cups energies. I want to say this a little bit louder, okay? Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, Cancer energy, Leo, Taurus, Ace of Cups to the Ten of Cups. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. Sit down, Aries. You too, Leo. Anyways, the voices in your head that keep telling you you're not good enough, the reason they all talked to you and treated you that way and left you and cheated on you and used you for your money or for your heart or for your nurturing, that maybe I could have done something better. Maybe I was the problem. Don't do that to yourself. It takes two to start an argument. It takes two to heal an argument, right? You are not lazy, Ace of Cups. You're not unmotivated, Ten of Cups. You're real love. You still believe that there is love out there. Zachariah and Elizabeth, those names might resonate to you because that's their little bundle of joy. You're transforming. You are undergoing a massive transformation into the Page of Wands. Some of you guys have very strong Cancer and Leo in your chart. I'm also feeling Scorpio and Sagittarius, Libra and Aquarius are here, Capricorn and Pisces. Four of Swords, look who's back. Toby in the desert, right to the Moon card on that Fool card. It's beautiful vibes with the Strength card back. Check that out. It is a total transformation. Scorpio energy. Remember, Scorpio is one of the 13 signs that goes through 7 levels of ascension and transformation in their lifetime. And wherever you've got Scorpio in your chart, irregardless of where it's at, irregardless isn't a word, Archer. I'm a math major. Regardless. Okay? Anyways, you're transforming, okay? You're leveling up. This is the energy that awakens that fire inside of you. A glow up, as us tarot readers would say out here, right? Oh, you're going through a glow up, a shift, a transformation. All the standard hyperboles that actually just lead you into the promised land of abundance for beating Toby at his own game. And that does bring us full circle on this reading. Back to when the Seven of Cups came out at the beginning. That with that Fool card to the Moon card, Jacob's dreams at brothel, Jacob might even be a name that resonates to you, is that now that you know the rewards that God is sending your way, and you're like, Archer, how do I know? I think God has forsaken me. Sometimes I get straight up mad at God. That's totally cool. What dad isn't used to their kid getting mad at them at some point in their life? God understands. You're not going to hell because you got pissed off at God, okay? He's the Father. He understands, okay? But yet still, what he's doing is for your best interest and your long-term investment that is your life. But here's how you know what rewards are coming in, because your dreams are telling you about them. Some of you guys keep that dream journal and it's got your entire life almanac planned out. The direction that you're heading is going to make what you've been through nothing more than a painful, distant memory. Some of you guys are actually working very hard to overcome an addiction, to detox, to go cold turkey. Might be into AA or NA, trying to stop spending. Maybe for some of you guys, it's just time to stop smoking the devil's lettuce, right? Dave's not here, man. Dave, open the door, man. I'm stuck. No, I'm not doing that no more, man. I can't do it, right? Then you wind up working at a photo mat like Chung, That 70s show might resonate to y'all. Dude, I totally thought that was... Anyways, good show. I did. You know what? How many of you get this with me? The older I get, the more I identify with Red Foreman. Right? Oh my God, totally. Anyways, it's true. And the stuff that you've been through is going to become a very distant memory as you rise, like the creation of a living being in the Fool card, right to the toppermost of the poppermost, as the great philosopher Libra John Lennon would have said, right? Whenever the Beatles were in their most down trying times, when they were just getting started, before they were big, when they were having to start out in dive bars and strip clubs in Hamburg, Germany, and they would be sleeping behind a dirty stage with one little cot, and they'd all be down, depressed. John would look at them and go, "Come on, lads, where are we going?" And they'd be like, "To the top, Johnny." He's like, "Where's that at?" "The toppermost of the poppermost." And he'd be like, "Right." Because even from the beginning, the Beatles believed they were the Beatles. Believe in yourself, because even when you don't, I still do. Even when I'm not here recording a reading or streaming it live, every one of you guys are on my mind. I pray and look out for every one of you. You're family to me. It's what I do. It's what I was programmed to do. It's why I'm here. It's my Acts 24:20 mission, which is cool because I'm not allowed to leave this lifetime until I accomplish my mission, which means I might get to be really old reading cards for you guys. Come on here at like 90 and be like, "All right, guys, come on. Grandpa Archie's going to read your story time." Remember to stay hydrated and to eat something because a car can't go if you don't put gas in it. You know what I mean? Strength card. Cancer, Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio vibes. Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. The karma. The karma for those that did all of this to you. That has me giving my resting Five of Swords face. Right? The karma for all of those people is that they are going to be able to continue to stalk you from the fake profiles, no problem, and the burner phone numbers that they use, because that's how they're going to be able to watch you receive all of your wildest dreams. Taylor Swift's song, Wildest Dreams, may even resonate to you. I could be talking to a Swiftie, which, you know what? I'm a mature adult male, but I'm a Swiftie. She's got some good tunes. I am the architect, I'm drawing up the plan. You know, she got good stuff. And somewhere, over in the New England coastline, Drew still sits there watching her succeed based on a song she wrote about him and something about her guitar gently weeping or teardrops on it, right? It's cool. It's just the Sagittarius vibes. I love Sagittarius vibes. Fire signs are just awesomeness. Actually, air signs are cool too. Water signs, I dig them. And even earth signs. So yeah, it's cool beans. They're going to watch all of your blessings roll in. Your perseverance, your persistence. It will not go unnoticed or unrewarded. Meanwhile, they're going to just continue on in their lower level energy that they're used to because they're comfortable with it. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right? Somebody has to be ready to do the work. Nobody can be made to do the work. And the thing on this is, you have dared to step out of your comfort zone, and it's totally not going to go unnoticed. Daniel in the Lion's Den, keep going. You are so close. Don't give up now. I believe in you even when you don't. Wow. I love this message for you guys. This was beautiful. And remember, this is an all signs reading. It will resonate to any and every placement within your chart. And God, thank you for the messages. I love and appreciate you. If you would like to book a personal private reading with me, you can scan the QR code over here in the corner of the screen or down below. It'll take you to the automated booking site where you can choose from the Zoom reading, YouTube one-on-one reading, and then I'll reach out to get you your links or get your questions to do the reading for you. And I do love and appreciate, look forward to helping in any way possible. And thank you for trusting with your energies. And these QR codes, they will also take you to the whole Archer Astrology link tree, where you can find all the playlists, the base covers, the pick-a-cards, my interviews with the Tennessee magazines, and more. All the goodness is there, and make sure to totally check out the Archer Network, because that's located on the homepage of the YouTube channel. Those are all the channels I believe in, subscribe, support, and trust. All right? And don't forget, Frankie from Frankie's Tarot and I, we will be announcing the rescheduling for the upcoming collab. Mama T wasn't feeling too well this weekend, but she's still with us. She's a Scorpio, so she's going to hang in there. So my other awesome, loving favorite Scorpio, Frankie, and I, we will be announcing the upcoming collab, and it's going to be a contest giveaway too. It's been a minute since we did one, so we will be giving away, I have some Caitlin Petty t-shirts and hoodies coming. I've got some biblical tarots. I've got some dream catchers. Frankie's been making candles, and I'm going to give away a reading or two as well. So definitely make sure you're subscribed to me, Frankie, and everyone in the Archer Network, and stay tuned for the upcoming collab so that you can enter a chance to win one of these awesome gifts, okay? Otherwise, hang around, be a part of the family, and until next time, I'll see you then. When nobody else loves you, I'm not afraid to say those 3 little words. I love you. So until next time, peace and love.